This is Chrissy cooking at home. I'm Chrissy. I hope that's not too surprising. Today is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. This probably won't be posted on 4th of July. I got like 5 videos ahead of this. 5 or 6. So this might come up a week or 2 after. So happy belated 4th of July. It's a rainy morning. I don't know how much fireworks are going to be done today. It might be postponed. But hopefully everybody had a safe and happy holiday and enjoyed your freedom. So today, this video is just something that's all over the YouTubes. Nothing new if you're canning. It is a canning video. It is raw packing pork. I have some pork loin and it's boneless and I have 2 of them and I'm going to raw pack into jars. I have pulled 13 jars, and then I have some bamboo skewers soaking in water over here because some of it is going to be, again, city chicken, like I said in another video where I did some raw pack pork. So this is probably the last pork I'm going to do for a while. We'll have plenty of pork on the shelf. I need to do more beef and more chicken. I'm out of beef and chicken. But I'll have plenty of pork. So we'll see how much we get. I have a nice sharp knife. I have a cutting board. I have vinegar. I have a bowl for the pork I'm going to do city chicken in. I have rings. I have lids. You know, the only thing I'm missing really is a clean cloth to wipe my rims. So I'm going to grab that and we will get started. I think you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to touch the microphone, make sure it's nice and plugged in so you can hear me. See my 2 pork loins. One of them is slightly frozen. That'll probably be the part that gets shoved on skewers because I really want to get this in the canner. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been up for an hour and a half taking care of Miss Nellie. Got her settled in her swing, watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. We have our clean cloth. The lids over here. I rewashed my rings, so they're resting on a towel to dry. Coffee. So we'll do this little feller first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to the sink and I'm going to pierce this bag to get some of this juice out. Okay? Be right back. BRB. It's a gusher. Oh yeah, she's a gusher. There we go. Yeah. Get it on. I got most of it out. So I've been working on a lot of videos that I will post sporadically, not sporadically, one every other day, so you get sprinklings of me. And then what I did was I just filmed, and then when my body just couldn't take it anymore, I sat and did the editing, piecing together of each video Made sure each video had audio and made sense. Because, you know, I can get on a rambling tangent and not make one bit of sense. Especially when I'm manic, which I talked about a few weeks ago, with it being July. It being a really hard month for my PTSD with everything that happened to George. And it being, you know, his 5-year anniversary of his passing, and it'll be his 21st birthday. He would have been 21. That's a huge milestone for a person. If he would have made it to 21 years old. Last year hit me really, really hard. So I don't know how this year is going to hit when his birthday does come in 23 days. I'm just taking off the extra fat. I'm not taking off all the fat. I don't need to, but I don't want all this excessive fat. We recently moved where we positioned our trash can in the kitchen. I really like this position. It's right here next to the island. And I really like it. And we moved it there because of where we had positioned Miss Nellie's swing, which was right next to where the trash can used to be. And I didn't like her next to the trash can. So I said to Sweetheart, how about we move it over here? I'll move this to here, and we'll move the trash can here. And so we did, and then we both figured out that we really liked it right there. It was handy for everything. It was just, it's center of the kitchen. It's perfect. And I'm like, why didn't we think of this sooner? And he said, well, Nellie's our missing piece. She's just that piece that says, hey, idiots, morons, you should have been doing this the whole time. Well, ever since we got the island. We got rid of our kitchen table and chairs, and he got me this island. Well, he got me this island, and I got rid of the kitchen table and chairs, because we used it like just to hold stuff. We didn't eat at it because of George. We ate in the living room with George when he was in his bed. So he could be, you know, we could all be together. And we just continued that. So I got an island for more prep space and more storage. I needed it desperately because I love my kitchen gizmos, gadgets, baking dishes, supplies. You can never have too much kitchen storage when you love kitchen gizmos, gadgets, and supplies as much as I do. I'm not going to get that many jars. I don't know what I'm thinking. But, you know, it's better to have washed up extra jars than not have enough jars and have to stop what you're doing, wash up some jars, especially when I hand wash. I did wash extra rings. I do have plenty of lids. I didn't wash up a ton of extra rings, just a few extra. But I said in another video, I think that rings, I get nervous when I wash them, because, you know, I don't have an electronic dishwasher. I wash everything by hand. I wash rings when I pull them out of the, you know, canner, and I take them off what I processed. I wash the jars, and then I wash the rings, and then I rewash the rings right before I process something new. I figure it can't hurt. It might hurt more if I don't. Alright, first round. So we're just gonna put some pork in the jars, pack it in, raw, pack it in. No cooking, no liquid needed. And these are gonna process for 75. Try to see what you see best. These are gonna process for 75 minutes. So you bring your canner up to steam, you vent for 10, then you put your weight on, your jiggler, whatever your canner's instructions say to do. Mine's a weight. And you do the weight according to your altitude. So you look up your actual physical address, and the National Center for Home Food Preservation can help you do that. They have a link. And then you process with their weight according to their charts. But for everybody, it is either 75 minutes for pints or 90 minutes for quarts. And I'm doing pints. So that works well for us and the recipes that I either make up on the spot or, yeah, pretty much make up on the spot. It's usually some kind of hash or pulled pork thing. Like in the next menu I have planned, we're going to do a pulled pork barbecue and pulled pork buffalo sandwiches. Because Sweetheart does not do barbecue. And ever since I've had Nellie, I do not do barbecue anymore. She did not like barbecue when she was inside me, and I no longer like barbecue. That might change as time goes on, but I have a feeling she's forever changed me. Okay, so one pork loin got us 4.5 jars, right? Okay, so this bad boy, still a little frozen. I'm going to take it over to the sink, and I'm going to puncture it to the bag and drain it. And we're back. I figured I wouldn't make you wait that time. It's kind of rude of me, don't you think? Okay, so I've got some juicy ice chunks here. Put that in the bowl. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near all these jars. And that's okay. I have plenty of jars clean, which works better for me than not enough jars clean. Because I hate when I do that. Way more than when I over clean jars. Ooh, this sucker's really cold from that piece being frozen. Because for some reason, they were side by side in the fridge. And this one, for some reason, decided to have the ass end freeze. I don't know why. It's an old refrigerator. I needed a new stove before I needed a new refrigerator. Refrigerator's still running, so I don't need to catch it. Tell you a story about what happened to the stove. One day, we were out somewhere, and we come home. And Logan walks into the kitchen to get something out of the cabinet for me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the glass pane on the oven door shatters. He wasn't near it. He didn't touch it. Sweetheart was in the bathroom. I was in the living room watching Logan, and I watched it shatter. There went my oven. Now, I had bought the stove and the refrigerator at the exact same time from the exact same place, which happened to be Sears. I believe they were both Kenmore. What's the refrigerator say? I can't read that from here. So, after searching for the best stove that I really, really wanted, I found one on clearance markdown from Lowe's. It's a Samsung. It's a beauty. It's a 5-burner. It's stainless steel. It's got a convection setting that I absolutely adore. And I got it 45% off. But the kicker, I got it during the beginning of COVID, the beginning of the shutdown. I believe it was June of 2020. So the delivery guys could not come inside, and I paid extra to have the haul away. They could not come inside and disconnect my oven and take it away. They could have taken it away if I had it on the porch. So I tell the guys, if they wait just 15 minutes, I will disconnect and haul it onto the porch myself. So they waited 15 minutes. I disconnected the oven and dragged it out onto the porch for them to haul away. They hauled it away, and they hauled ass to make sure they did not help me bring in the new oven. Now, Sweetheart was at work, so he could not help me. If I had waited, he would have, brought it in himself. But I was not leaving my new oven, my new stove, on the porch with predicted rain, out of the box. No, not happening. It did not rain that day, by the way. Pardon me, I'm getting over a summer cold. No, it's not COVID. I got it in. I connected the gas line by myself, made sure it was not leaking. What I did was I cut my palm of my hand really good on the back exhaust vents, sharp metal things. Nice deep gash across my palm, worth it. My beauty was in, and I love her. But now I'm in the market for a new fridge. Well, I was in the market for a new deep freezer. One we have is about 40 years old, and it died a few years ago. And it just sat there. And then I turned it into what we call the general jars, thanks to my girlfriend Chrissy. She helped me name it. That's where I keep the shelves for home canned food. Eventually I'm going to get rid of it and actually put shelving up. It's a very cool corner of the house year round. Uh-oh, you hear baby fussing? I'm going to take a peek. She's dead asleep. I don't know what she's griping about in her sleep, but she is dead asleep in that swing. Thank goodness for them 5-point harness straps in those swings, because she's tilted to one side. She's become quite the wiggle worm at 10 weeks old. Anyways, in the market for a fridge. I'll get one someday. Right now I'm working on some other financial things. Like, I have a payment plan with Wayfair for some stuff that I'm paying off, and got a layaway going on for getting Logan into archery, so I'm paying off his fancy schmancy bow. Sweetheart's gonna do it with him, so we put his bow in layaway too. Got a few months left on that. Not really a few months. End of next month. Always something. Fridge can wait. It's still running. That's how I view it. A stove could not wait any longer. Alright, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pints. That's pretty good. Alright, let's take this frozen hunk. Semi-defrosted. Shave off all the fat. Washer's almost done. I know you're picking up the background noise from that, but I had to wash her boppy. Got formula all over it. She had a big mouthful of it, and then I didn't realize she had a mouthful of it, and I pulled her bottle out, and she just spit it at me. No, not spit up or vomit. No, mouthful of formula and spit it at me. There's a difference, people. There it goes. So then that's got to go in the dryer. Okay, and just it's a little safer. The rain's definitely affecting my hands and my strength. Now, I like to get about 4 pieces on a stick. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these on a skewer and add them to the Ziploc bag that I have in the freezer. Four to 5. These are going to be kind of small. Yeah, get them in the freezer with the other ones on a stick. And then when it's time to have city chicken, I will pull them out, put them in a bowl, defrost them in the fridge. And then I will do the city chicken breading, frying, baking, you know, the whole thing. I'll have some boiled potatoes, maybe fried potatoes, I don't know. Depends on when we have them. Okay. So. I wonder if doing this to my frozen meat will break a skewer. Let's find out. Nope, but I stabbed myself in the hand. That works. Since I'm putting this in the freezer, I don't want this to get too defrosted. There we go. There we go. all different ways, you know? I never seem to do anything the same way twice. Alright, I'm going to get these on the skewer and in the freezer, and then we are going to do canning. I'll bring you back in just a minute. Alright, so I decided to not do that last skewer and do a 9th jar to do a full canner load of pork. Because 9 jars fits in my canner as a single layer. My canner is so big that I can do 2 layers. But I don't have that much pork. So fingertip tight. And then what I'm doing here is vinegar on a clean cloth. I have these baby washcloths I bought a 40-pack of. Why a baby would need 40 washcloths, I do not know. I thought they were burp cloths. I misread the description. I could have gotten burp cloths, but I accidentally clicked on the washcloths. I did not return them. They have come in handy for washcloths for us. They have come in handy for dishcloths. And now for canning, they have come in super handy. They are a muslin. I need to work on my pronunciation. It's very soft cloth. It's very nice. They wash up beautifully each time. And Nellie sure enjoys her baths. I tell her it's spa day. As we do her hair, we do her nails, we do bath time, you know, the whole baby thing. We do lotion. Not her hands though, because she chews on those, so no lotion on the hands. We just make sure they're nice and clean. I'm going to get these rims nice and clean and make sure there's no nicks or chips. Just one last chance to make sure to try to get that good seal. You know, you're doing this to get any grease or debris. Pork juice. Okay, we still have to put our 3 quarts of water in the canner. And by we, I mean me. Good run through. I push pretty hard because I have numbness in my fingers. But I have caught nicks and chips even with my numbness. You can feel it. I'm not, you know, I don't have complete loss of feeling in my hands. I just have some numbness. Alright, let's bring you over. Okay, we're going to try a different angle this time. I got you up a little higher. See, I brought all my jars over to the stove. Got the water. Can you see the water? Felt it. I got the 3 quarts of water in there. Follow your manual. Mine does not have a manual. It is older than dirt because it's older than me. That is older than dirt for a canner. But she's still operational. I bought her off the Facebook Marketplace. I think $45 was the going price. So they're all in there. All 9. All right. See, I have this second layer here, but we don't have any more jars to put in. So like I said, 75 minutes. Did all my safety checks. Make sure you do your safety checks. Follow your manual on how to check your lid and adhere your lid. And if you need the Vaseline thing, I don't need the Vaseline thing. Here we go. She's very temperamental. I think she's going through menopause. Okay, I do between medium, low, or I do medium, low, medium, low. You know, whatever. Let's see, can I swing you around? Here I am. Okay, so this is going to take a long time to come up to steam and then vent because it is coming up from room temp. So it is 6:13 in the morning. It'll probably be, I'm going to guess, about 3 or 4 in the afternoon before I can take the lid off. Oh wait, we're doing pints, which means 75 minutes, not 90. So that's 15 minutes less. Yeah, 3 or 4. But I'll bring you back. Where's my handy dandy? Yeah. All right. I got to clean up my pork juice and get everything sanitized and check on Miss Nellie, even though I hear nothing, and then get her boppy into the dryer. So things to do. It's only 6 in the morning, so I got my chores to do. I'll bring you back. Okay, I was wrong on the time. It is not 3 or 4. It is only noon, which is good for me. I'm about to make lunch, but I thought I would do this real quick, get these out so I can have the rest of the stove. I need the griddle pan, which is my 5th middle burner, because I'm making some tuna melts with some homemade rye. So I've already not vented, but taken off the weight and cracked the lid for a few minutes. It looks like every single one of them has sealed. See that? Pork. Pork. So we have some pork. We got 9 pints of pork. Beautiful pork. Beautiful clear water. I love it when it's clear water. No grease in there, no oil in there. A long time since I've seen that. Check it out. See that? Beautiful. Do you see my rye bread? Made some homemade rye bread to have for lunch. So yeah, making lunch. Tuna melts on homemade rye bread with some french fries. But that's besides the point. So yeah, 9 pints of raw packed pork ready to sit for between 12 and 24 hours. I mean, you got up to 24 hours to have them seal before you need to decide if they don't seal, if they need to be refrigerated, eaten right away, dumped, or reprocessed. And all of mine seem to have sealed. I will go through them tomorrow to wash them, take off all the bands and wash them and see if there's any false seals. I have been fooled before. It happens. But they look good to me. So that's it. Until next time.